Hello everyone, welcome to CHINT Limitless. This is Sarah Zhang from CHINT Global Marketing Department. I am the Product Manager for Solar Industry Solution. Today I'm going to give you a general introduction of CHINT Solar Solution. I will also illustrate what CHINT can do for you, as well as how to apply CHINT low voltage components to the photovoltaic field. My presentation includes 4 parts, which is the CHINT Global Solar Business, CHINT Solar Solution Center, Low Voltage Product Family, and CHINT Low Voltage Components application. Now let's see what CHINT has done in the past years and how we are doing this year. From the year 2006 to 2021, we have achieved significant growth in the solar industry. Our global cumulative solar power plant capacity is more than 8 GW, and the accumulated investment in the construction solar plants is more than 600. In February this year, CHINT signed a cooperation agreement with INAC Energy Solutions to build a 328 MW solar project in Denmark. As a global leading smart energy provider, CHINT offers a comprehensive range of energy solutions. You may be very familiar with our low voltage product, circuit breaker, or bigger one, the transformer. While in one solar project, you can see all of them. One of our biggest advantages is we can strictly control the equipment price, guarantee the product quality, performance, and ensure supply. In June 2019, CHINT signed a technical cooperation agreement with the University of New South Wales. We will focus on improving the efficiency, quality, and reliability of solar modules, and improve customers with more cost-effective products. On bidding project, CHINT has enormous EPC experience with more than 8 GW globally, and in diverse applications such as on the different aero using the different modules as well as the mounting system. In terms of product application, CHINT solar modules have performed well both in actual projects and in the test of the third-party organizations, and win the PVEL Top Performer Award for many years. CHINT has been widely recognized by financing institutions for its good financial data, product diversification, and better risk management capabilities. Bloomberg listed CHINT Energy as Tier 1 solar module provider for consecutive years. At the same time, CHINT is recognized by the global market. In the list of global top 500 new energy companies last year, CHINT Energy ranks number 68. I have talked so much about our past achievements. Now you must be very curious about what CHINT can offer. As I just mentioned, CHINT has built more than 8 GW solar projects around the world. We have tailored solutions to meet various needs of different customers. On those projects, CHINT not only sells green energy, but also realizes the diversification of land use. The completed project not only integrates with the landscape and the buildings, but also increases the ended value of the solar power plant. According to the current project types, we divided CHINT solutions into 4 categories: utility, commercial and industry, residential, and others. The first one is the solar farm solution, which is mainly characterized by wide area, large installed capacity, centralized power generation, and centralized grid connection. Usually can be used in the undeveloped land, agriculture, forest, fishery, desert, pond, and other places. This is a single line diagram of the solar farm. Different connection voltages have different device configurations. CHINT can provide one-stop solution. Generally, the capacity and occupied area of solar farm are large, and most projects will be connected to medium voltage or high voltage. Therefore, more types of product will be needed, and the requirements for product quality and subsequent operation and maintenance will be more stringent. In such projects, the advantage of CHINT's entire industry chain will be more prominent. We can not only provide comprehensive product support, we also fully control the price, quality, transportation, operation, and commissioning, and the subsequent operation and maintenance of the product. In addition, for string inverters, medium and low voltage switch cabinets, substations, weather stations, and other equipment, we can also cooperate with their manufacturers to provide them with the reliable CHINT components. Here are two cases of solar farm project. One is 150 megawatt agricultural solar power station in China. The project realized power generation above the solar modules and planting crops below, realizing two kinds of income from the same power station, which greatly shortens the recovery circle. The other is the 165 megawatt ground power station in Egypt, completed in 2019, and CHINT undertook the EPC of the project. At present, the project is running stably, and the response from customers is very good. Commercial and industry solar power solution is an advanced mode of energy comprehensive utilization, which possesses a vast potential for future development. The principle of generating and utilizing nearby it advocates and solves the power impairment problem efficiently, while boosting and transmitting electricity. Building the power plant on the rooftop of the factories becomes a new energy utilization model, which added value to the ground as well. This is a great connected solution, mainly used in power-developed areas. Idle roofs and parking carports can be used to build solar power plants to provide green power for customers. While saving electricity bills, it can also bring more added value to customers. This is a solar storage charging solution, often used in areas with unstable electricity or high electricity prices and areas with limited electricity consumption. The solar part and the storage part and the charging part are all connected to the AC busbar, so it can be customized according to the customer's needs, which is also easy to future expansion. We also have solar diesel hybrid solutions for areas with unstable electricity or areas without a grid. Not only can the usage and the cost of the diesel generator be reduced, but also the environment and the stable supply of the electricity can be improved. For industry and commercial projects, the equipment used in different solutions is also slightly different, mainly composed of solar modules, inverters, AC combiner box, mounting systems, DC and AC cables, and if it is an energy storage project, it also includes the PCS and energy storage part. If the project is connected to medium voltage, a transformer and medium voltage switchgears are also required. In addition, at the component level, CHINT's low voltage and medium voltage components can also be applied to the main equipment marked in yellow here. For commercial and industry projects, we mainly provide total solutions and equipment supply. There are many application cases, such as the Ecuador 7.5 megawatt supermarket project, Dubai NAFCO 1.5 megawatt rooftop project. This year, the Ecuador supermarket project ended another 9 megawatt. With the proposal of carbon peaking and carbon neutrality goals, the application of future industry and commercial projects will become more and more extensive. With the increasing number of residential photovoltaic applications, CHINT also provides various application solutions, such as grid connected, hybrid, and off-grid. This is a grid connected solution, mainly used in power-developed areas. Idle roofs and parking carports can be used to build solar projects to provide the green power for customers. This is a residential hybrid solar solution, typically used in areas with unstable or high electricity prices. We use hybrid inverters and lithium batteries to make the most of green energy. For areas with unstable or no electricity, we have off-grid solutions. System power from 1 kW to 8 kW, compatible with lead-acid batteries and lithium batteries to ensure that customers can get stable power. Residential system will vary in equipment composition depending on the types of solution. There are mainly solar modules, AC and DC combiner box, inverters, mounting system, DC and AC cables. If there is an energy storage system, it also includes the controller and the battery. At the component level, CHINT AC and DC components can also be applied to the devices marked in yellow here. For the residential solutions, we can provide complete solutions. Countries with existing performance include Italy, Spain, Brazil, Cambodia. In addition to above-mentioned solar farm solution, commercial and industry solutions, and residential solar solutions, CHINT also has solar water pumping solutions, solar streetlight solutions, and communication tower solutions. CHINT's low-voltage components and DC components can also be used in the main equipment of those solutions to equip them. Well, I have introduced all the solar solutions that CHINT can provide, and some cases we have implemented. Now please warmly welcome my colleague Scott, who will introduce how CHINT low voltage and DC components can be applied in various products in photovoltaic solutions.
Thank you, Sarah, for a wonderful introduction about photovoltaic solution. In the part C, I would like to give you more information about what relevant low voltage component that CHINT provide and how that they are used. In this slide shows PV power generation product family. As you can see, CHINT has completed range of products at both AC side and DC side, include MCBs, fuels, SPDs to MCCBs and ACB. They can meet special requirements of a PV application. Combiner boxes are commonly used in solar generation system to combine small rating current flow into large current. There are two kinds of combiner box, DC combiner box and AC combiner box. As for DC combiner box are normally used in a centralized solar generation systems. According to different number of DC input, we will get different DC voltage. For example, when the input number are 24 strings, in this case, the output voltage are 1500 volt DC. The DC type fuse EX9PF, SPD, EX9UEP, DC type MCB, EX9BP, and MCCBs, NM3 DC HV can be applied. As for AC combiner box, it is normally used in a string type solar generation system. According to different capacity of inverter, the AC output voltage are different, normally range from AC 690 volt to 1140 volt. In this case, AC type SPD EX9UE, AC high voltage type MCCB NM8NHV, and ACB NA8HU can be applied. Low voltage cabinets are normally used when the rated current above 630 ampere in some large-scale solar power generation system. As the same, we can also provide PMA 700 panel meter, NM8NHV MCCB, NA8 ACB, EX9B MCBs in this solution. In part C, I guess you already get general understanding of CHINT low voltage products which are used in the PV system. Now in the part D, let's get a closer look at low voltage components. Here, I want to highlight two newly launched MCCBs. NM8N HV series MCCB are dedicatedly developed for solar power generation applications. It has three frames, 250, 400, 630. The rated voltage range from AC 690 volt, 800 volt, 1000 volt to 1150 volt. The insulation voltage can reach up to 1250 volt, and the impulse withstand voltage are 8 or 12 kV depending on different frame. This series has two breaking level 36 kA and 50 kA at 800 volt. The ICS are equal to 100% of ICU. The rated working voltage is up to AC 1150 volt, which are effectively guarantee the safety of string-type inverter output side, and it is widely used in the AC combiner box in the photovoltaic system to meet customer demands. The insulation voltage is up to AC 1250 volt to ensure the product can still operate reliably in a harsh environment. This table shows the altitude of derating factor. When the product installed at high altitude above 2000 meters, designer need to refer this table to do the calculations. This product featured with excellent braking capacities. It can provide all-round protection to power distribution system by eliminating the occurrence of short-circuit current. Thanks to large opening distance design, NM8N is strong enough to break and make at higher voltage. The extended magnetic enhancement structure makes the contact open faster at a larger current. Thus, it improving the braking capacity, so it can fully meet the demands of ICS equal to 100% ICU. Okay, as you may know, solar farms are normally constructed outdoor and sometimes at harsh environment such as Gobi Desert with high temperature and dry air conditions, or sometimes at coastal area with humid atmosphere and corrosion salt rock, or used in a highland with a rare oxygen. This NM8N HV series are designed by fully considering these situations. It is capable to work under -40 to +70 Celsius degree of ambient temperature. Besides, the feature with verified 72-hour salt spray and other environmental tests. It can be reliably applied at Gobi Desert, coastal area, and other harsh environment. NM8N HV MCCB full series can achieve zero arc flash and also effectively reduce the installation spaces, save the cabinet cost. With a pre-mounted terminal cover, NM8N HV can realize braking with zero arc flash, which provide more safety to the personnel. The NM8N HV series can be installed in any orientation, whether it is in vertical or horizontal. It can realize upper or lower entries of the electrical system without lose its functionality. It is user-friendly in that it can be customized installed without the need of extra copper busbar winding connections. Another feature of this product is its modular accessory design. The universality of accessories simplifies the specifications and the type that are needed for the protection of any electrical system, which effectively reduce the customer's stockpile of components. This slide shows where and how NM8N HV series are applied in the photovoltaic generation system. In a string-type photovoltaic power generation system, AC combiner box are adopted and the NM8N HV are installed between the inverter AC output side and the prefabricated substations. After introduction of high-voltage AC MCCB product, next, let's take a look at DC high-voltage series, NM3DC HV. This product can break and make stably at a rated voltage of DC 1500 volt with working current from 200 ampere to 630 ampere. It can meet demands of most applications in centralized photovoltaic generation system. This insulation voltage is up to 1500 volt and the impulse withstand voltage is 12 kV. To highlight, the number of poles are only 2, which greatly reduce the width of product and save installation spaces. It can also meet demands of ICS equal to 100% ICU. The short circuit breaking capacity can reach up to 15 kA, effectively reduce the harm of short circuit current to equipment and power line. With a large open distance and extensive arc chamber design, it is capable to break and make stably under higher DC 1500 voltage. Same with AC high voltage series, the metal parts of NM3DC HV are precise by a special technology. It is capable to work under -40 to +70 centigrade ambient temperature with a verified 72-hour salt spray and other environmental tests. It can reliably applied at Gobi Desert, coastal area, and other harsh environments. NM3DC is pre-mounted with a terminal cover, which can realize zero flying arc and effectively reduce the risk of face-to-face short circuit, providing more safety features for the user. Besides, the outer case of NM3DC MCCB adopt thermoplastic material. It is 100% recyclable, green, and environmental friendly. The outline width of MCCB is only 98 mm, which saving about 50% installation space in DC combiner box. The compact size can effectively reduce installation space and cost, and also good for heat dissipation. The whole series can be upper or lower connections and support horizontal or vertical installation without derating, which extends the flexibility to be installed at a combiner box. The applications of NM3DC HV is a little different with NM8 HV. It is normally used in a centralized type photovoltaic power generation system, and it is installed in the DC combiner box. From this system diagram, you can see it is installed between the inverter DC input side and the PV panel arrays. Okay, that's all for today's introduction. Thanks for your listening.